I'd like to thank all you guys for coming out tonight. It's kind of a surprise. Normally I don't get this many people that show up for my sexual awareness seminars. First thing though, I need to apologize for the way I'm dressed. You know, when I left the house tonight, I was actually headed to Red Lobster. I got halfway there and Donna said, "What time are we going to meet for the show?" I said, "Show? Oh, show." It's no big deal though. I'm having a ball, get to hang out with you nice folks, meet all these new comics. Besides, I really hate that job anyway. So what about this economy? Is this economy ever going to get any better? It just sucks. I'm so broke for dinner last night, I had hot dog helper. I think I know where the problem is, though. The problem's in Congress. There's this big blockage. Nothing's getting passed. Nothing's getting through. I got the cure. We lock all those old guys and those ladies in a room. Let them drink nothing but prune juice. I think we'll be getting something passed real quick. What do you think? I got this problem with my home computer. I boot the thing up and Plenty of Fish, I guess is a dating site, is my home page now. It's like, I don't know what happened. I didn't have signed up for Plenty of Fish. You know, I did think about it. I got about halfway through the survey and I just quit. So I'm afraid of making a commitment. Earlier we had a guy talking about reality television. I'm looking forward to this new show coming up next season. Maybe you've heard about it. Casey Anthony -1. Anybody? A little too soon for you? Well, you know the old adage, they say, die young, leave a good-looking corpse. What if you're like me and it's too late? My window's slammed shut. I'll tell you, getting old does suck though. I went to the fair this year and ate some really bad food. Gave me really bad gas. Every time I had gas, I thought my cell phone was vibrating in my pocket. You know, you really got to be careful of some of these websites now that are popping up everywhere. I went to this one site, I'm looking for a roommate, so I went to roommatematch.com. Gave me a 90% match to my ex-wife. I want my money back. I met this woman last weekend and I wasn't wearing my glasses, but she said she wasn't very good looking. I couldn't tell. I asked her out anyway. She said, "Okay, under one condition, as long as you don't regret it in the morning." I said, "You got nothing to worry about. I sleep till at least 2. And I've always had lots of girlfriends, especially when I was in real young, first, second grade. I don't know, they just flocked to me. You know, the bus would drop me off and I'd just be hanging out, just kind of hanging around. Next thing you know, this another bus would come pulling up, a little white bus. Some kind of a teen, because they all were stuck to the window with their tongues. Boy, those girls were friendly. I had more friends than any of the guys in school. I always ended up in timeout though. I had a pretty rough weekend last weekend too. I was doing a show and I had a big, huge pimple on my forehead. So I decided to cover it up with a Band-Aid. And I thought, like, what would you call that? Came up with third eye blind. It's modern rock and roll there for you. I don't know, I think they might need to clean this up a little bit for television. Kind of cutting edge right here. You got a nice good looking couple right here. How you guys doing tonight? Wow, did anybody tell you you have the cutest fake smile? You know, one of my friends, he thought the world was going to come to an end in December last year, the big end of the world scare. So he kind of got in a little trouble. He spent him and his wife, they're married, he spent their life savings on gambling and alcohol. Come to think of it, it did end for him because he put it on his wife's credit card. Rest in peace, Fred. You know what, I'm going to leave it with one of my old favorites. I was recently talking to one of my Latino friends. He's telling me that all the Hispanics down in Mexico planning this new big holiday celebration. They're going to put it on the calendar, another day off. I'm thinking, cool, American holiday, reason to drink beer. I said, cool, what's up with that? He says, well, man, we don't know when it's going to be yet. We're just waiting. We're waiting for Sheriff Joe to die, and we're going to call it Cinco Arpaio. With an S. That's all I got for you guys for tonight. My name is Gary Brockway. Thank you. We've got one of my good friends coming up here. It's a guitar man.